G'day, my name is Jonathan Buick. I am the President and CEO of Idaho Champion Gold. We are listed in Canada on the CSE with the ticker symbol ITKO, I for Idaho, TKO for Technical Knockout for Champion. OTCQB is GLDRF, and in Frankfurt, 1QB1. We have two gold projects in Idaho that I will speak to today. The first project is the Banner Gold Project, which is our brand new discovery in oxide gold in Elk City in Idaho County. I will then follow that up by discussing Champagne, which is a past producing open pit brownfield in Arco in Butte County. A couple of highlights for Idaho. It's the now ranked the 8th best mining jurisdiction in the world by the Fraser Institute and 3rd in North America, now outranking all of the Canadian provinces. It has seen a lot of activity and recent participants into the exploration business in Idaho. As a team, management team, we control about 32% of the company. All paid for shares. Our shareholders are our partners. They have the advantage of liquidity. We've agreed to a lockup of our shares because we believe this is a wealth creating opportunity. On the left of this slide, you will see a Google Earth image of the Banner Project area and they give a perspective of what else is going on in the camp. See a number of known gold deposits to the north, and then to the south you see the Friday. I look at this slide as an investor first and foremost, and when I meet with a company, the first question I always ask is, where's the nearest gold mine and when was it last in production? On this slide, we can point to the Friday. That is 5 miles south of us, and it is Idaho's newest gold mine. It announced commercial production in April of this year. So this is certainly a good indication for us that as you advance the asset, prove up the ounces, permitting is possible, mines can be made. On the right, you'll see our land package. The blue dots you see there are the drill program, our discovery program. So we have now removed the discovery risk. It's not, is there gold there? It's now how much gold is there? On the purple dots, you'll see the drill pad locations for the drill program that is currently underway. We have a 3,000 meter drill program happening. That will be happening now through American Thanksgiving. So we will be bringing out regular and frequent results from the drill bit as it turns. The next slide is for Champagne. The picture is a picture of the open pit. This was in production from Bema from 1989 to 1992. They produced 25,000 ounces a year. And then due to commodity price, they shut the mine down and then eventually moved their efforts down to Chile and Venezuela. The image here on the left is our land package. The teal blue is our land package from when we secured the project in 2018. We then approached Kinross to buy the data because Kinross had bought Bema. Kinross sold that to us in March of this year, so right before the COVID shutdown. We then reviewed the data, and as we were going through the data, our geologists were very comfortable and confident that this was not just a project, it was a camp. We then went out and staked the additional 184 claims that you see in the royal blue. The governor of Idaho, very pro-mining. Idaho as a state has been a continuous mining state since the 1860s, but the current governor, because the COVID pandemic deemed both mining and exploration essential services. So a lot of our colleagues were told to put tools down and go home. We were able to stay busy and active in the field. We did a number of acquisitions in and around Champagne with some local families, and then our own staking. So we now control what we think is a camp for multiple discoveries. You can see the footprint. That is the historic open pit. Also see a number of old mines and pits there. This map, when I first looked at it, reminded me of Burkina Faso or Mali, somewhere in West Africa, where you have a bunch of artisanal people working at surface, and then you have a big international gold company come in and drill up multiple million ounces. In fact, one of the families we were bought one of the land packages from, he said, "You see those old pits?" I said, "Yeah, of course I see those old pits." He says, "That's where you should drill, because the old timers didn't mine waste rock, they mined ore." So we've been sampling across the property. We have an IP program underway. We are doing a 5,000 meter drill program at Champagne. And again, we'll have continuous news flow through the fall at Champagne. We also can work 12 months a year at Champagne, and we intend on keeping the drill bit turning in early 2021. This is a zoom in on the Champagne patents, and you can see the smaller map on the right that highlights it in a little more detail. What's important about patent land, Idaho, like the rest of USA, the best ground you could have is patented ground. That means the only permit you need is water reclamation, which we have. And so we're able to get in and immediately get to work. So we've been drilling. We've completed 5 holes of the program so far. And where we've focused our efforts is at the bottom, at the east, at the north, and in the bottom of the pit itself. We've done that based on the historic information we've seen from the data we bought from Kinross. We see that there was ounces left behind. There's a halo effect around that pit. So we're looking to see if we can get an understanding of what's happening there. We're now bringing in a core rig to drill at depth. This is our first field program. This is our first time getting our fingernails dirty on the project. So we brought in a number of geologists. I refer to them as our gray hairs that are doing some mentoring and field work with our team. And we're looking to drill at depth to see if we can understand what's happening below the oxides and around the oxides. We'll be submitting our drill permit application to the BLM for the larger land package. That's typically a 30 to 60-day process. So we anticipate being able to come in on the BLM ground outside and around the patents in very short order. This is the slide I like to refer to as my report card. This is all the things we say we're going to do this year. So these are things you see we started to check the boxes and more work that's going to be done. This is what I like to refer to when I talk to my shareholders and investors. This is what you can hold us accountable to. This is where you can put our feet to the fire. Good, bad, or indifferent, what does that information mean as we gather it from the field? Everything we get in tells us something about the geology. So this is an important slide for us and for our shareholders. Next slide is our cap table. 92.4 million shares outstanding. We've just completed an $8.1 million raise, so we're well funded. We have about $4 million of in-the-money warrants that we can call, and then an additional $6 million at 45 cents. And we certainly think that with the drill programs we have underway, the opportunity for the stock to appreciate through that to allow us to get those warrants in really gives us a war chest of about $17 million, not the 7 that's left remaining from that financing. The 2 phases of programs at Banner and Champaign this year will spend $3.2 million US. So we're well funded in position for 2021. As a management team and board, Bruce Reed, geologist, MBA, former banker, research analyst on Bay Street, myself from Toronto, have raised over $400 million for junior resource companies. Paul Fornazari is a securities lawyer. Greg Schifrin and Patrick Highsmith are our 2 U.S. directors, both geologists. Greg's based in Sandpoint, Idaho. Patrick is based in Denver. Patrick just came back from a tour with Fortescue in Australia. Greg is a geologist who's been like a significant and important member of our team for me. With not the inability to travel, to have Greg boots on the ground, dealing with the different agencies and the families that we're dealing with, has been instrumental in our success. So well funded and looking forward to a 2020 remaining and in 2021 in terms of field activity and a re-rating of the stock. So in short, Banner, Idaho's newest gold discovery, oxide cap, all of our intervals in the top 125 meters. We've got a drill program there underway. We're also doing some soil and geochem, so we'll continue to advance our understanding and knowledge of the geology and bring that to light through press releases. At Champaign, this is a past producer brownfield where it's known metallurgy, known historic resource. It's not a risk with the drill bit as to how much gold is there, or how much is there gold there, but how much we can find and uncover. And also, as we stretch across that 10 square miles, how many more opportunities for discovery is there? Idaho, one of the top 10 jurisdictions in the world, well-seasoned management team with good capital markets experience and geologic experience. Our website has a more robust presentation. On the presentation, it has my mobile number, my email. Would look forward to having the opportunity to meet face-to-face through Zoom. Can't meet face-to-face anymore, at least not at this stage. But certainly the opportunity to expand on the conversation of who Idaho Champion is, who I am, and how we see going forward. My commitment to you is if you become a shareholder or when you become a shareholder, I know as an investor, if I have a liquidity event and I need to sell a stock, I know the one that I know the least about. So my commitment to you today is Idaho Champion will never be the one you know the least about in your portfolio. There'll be regular and ongoing press releases. I'd expect at least one a week between now and Canadian and American Thanksgiving, 3rd week of November. We will continue to put news forward. I'm available to speak around each news release or certainly around different events. We're going to be doing a number of conferences in addition to the one-to-one and welcome the opportunity to expand on the Idaho Champion story. Thank you for your time today.